cannot, it must not stand. We cannot allow British workers and this country to be taken for a ride. But, Mr Speaker, the truth is that P&O Ferries and DP World did this precisely because they thought they could get away with it.
That's right.
They knew they could exploit the UK's shamefully weak employment law.
Yeah.
They knew the investments the government have with them would be prized more highly than the livelihoods of 800 people. And they knew that when they did what they did, the government would not stand in their way. The impotent response so far from ministers shows that they were right to think that. Because I'm afraid to say, Mr Speaker, that when a loyal British workforce was threatened, ministers completely failed to act. My honourable friend is absolutely right, and that's exactly why the motion calls not only for the reinstatement of workers, but for the minister to take action to outlaw this practice for good. But what's important here, Mr Speaker, is we now know that government had the opportunity to stop this before it happened. They knew, before the workers themselves, what P&O had planned. Because, Mr Speaker, I can inform the House that I have come into possession of a memo that was circulated to the Transport Secretary, his private office, and we are told 10 Downing Street. For the benefit of members, I'm happy to lodge this in the Library of the House of Commons. This memo was no vague outline. It was the game plan of P&O. And I can reveal to the House that it not only makes clear that the government was made aware that 800 seafarers were to be sacked, it explicitly endorses the thuggish fire and rehire tactics that P&O had clearly discussed with the department ahead of Thursday. There is no indication, nothing in this memo at all, that expresses any concern, any opposition, raises any alarm about the sacking of 800 loyal British workers. This is the clearest proof that the government's first instinct was to do absolutely nothing.